So before I show you guys the wheels and how they sit on the car, let me go over something really quick. It does rub. If you're gonna be running this type of aggressive wheel setup on an R32 or on any car for that matter, you gotta mess around with the suspension a little bit. Good thing for me, I have coilovers. Everything else is stock, so it does limit me from being able to get perfect fitment. I am running a wider tire, so I'm not used to all that grip, but it feels good. I am gonna have to get an alignment really quick before I wear out these tires. You guys hear that? Check it out. Ooh. Dude, what the heck, man? I just checked my brakes when I was swapping out the wheels and the pads are still full. So, I mean, are they dirty? Like, they used to squeak a little bit, but now it's like every single time when I come to a stop sign or a stoplight and I hit the brakes, they start squeaking. But they don't squeak when I'm like braking hard. They only squeak during like normal driving, normal braking. Huh. Does that mean my brakes are bad? I got a few things that I got to work on this car, like the brakes and the alignment. I still want to figure out if the car rubs like under hard cornering or just normal driving. I do want to lower the car, but the way it's sitting right now, it's already rubbing in the front. So I don't want to make it worse and destroy it. I want to make it functional. My front pipe sits pretty low, so I don't want to destroy that either. So this is the side that is squeaking, and I don't know if you guys are going to be able to tell, but it's like scratching the rotor so bad right there. Does that mean my pads are gone? They look full. I don't know. And just hearing that thing squeak, it's pretty embarrassing, but here we go. Here's the car. These, like I said, these are a much more aggressive spec than the ones I had. So not only is the lip bigger and polished, but it's now a 9.5 versus a 9. And I am running a 255 now instead of a 245. I was planning on going 245, 45, 17s. Knowing that these are 255 40s and it rubs, I don't think it would have been a good idea to get the 245 45s on there, you know? But what do you guys think? Perfect spec. It's like right on the fender. That rub is just a tiny bit, and I think it's rubbing on like one of these little metal tabs. The rear, I might lower a little bit. And this side sits way farther. This thing sits like an inch farther out than the other side. I don't know why. Can you guys see that? It's sitting out. This side's like perfect. Maybe this side's cambered in and this one's not. I'm not sure if you can, like I said, camber the rear with the stock arms. I do have a camber plate on the fronts, but I'm not planning on running any camber. And if I do, it'll be because I lower the car and I really don't want it rubbing on these tabs. You know what? This thing I already messed up all the tabs on this one. These things are gone. So today we're gonna finally figure out what's been squeaking on the R32. Makes me not even want to drive it, so time to fix it. This thing is still sitting like a monster truck. The wheels look sick though, but it would look so much better if it was lowered. I took off the brake pads on the 32 and check it out. They don't look bad at all. There's nothing wrong with them. Look at them, they're new. So yeah, I don't know what was rubbing, but it definitely made a mark on my rotor. It's very lightly, you can barely feel it, but you can see it. I cleaned it up and then I put some grease behind the shim. So I'm gonna go ahead and reinstall it and then go for a drive and see if it improved. If not, then I don't know what I'm gonna do. I got the pad back inside the caliper, and this car does use like a safety pin. My Evo doesn't use that on the Brembos, and these are R33 Brembo calipers, but that's pretty cool. Now, time to put the wheel and go test it out, see if it's still making that squeaking noise. The car's still squeaking. I cleaned everything. I sanded down the brake pad a little bit with 500 grit, just a tiny bit. Maybe there was something stuck on there or something. Anyways, I got it all cleaned out, back together, and it's still squeaking like crazy. So I came over to my local O'Reilly's auto parts store. I showed them some pictures of the rotors and the pads, and they said right away the rotors looked like they were glazed. If anybody knows what glazed means on a rotor, please let me know. So yeah, I don't know, I might take them off. They said that they can fix it, so they're gonna resurface the rotors, and hopefully that fixes the issue. Better than buying new pads, because that's gonna be like $200 just for the front. But yeah, those pads look good. They're the ones that came with the car, and they have great stopping power, so no need to swap those out. Let's get these rotors off. One of the good things about having a wing on the Evo is you can use it as a table. All right guys, so you just saw me working on the Skyline, and I try my best to source some rotors for it. And it's obviously not working out because these cars were never meant in the US. So I have to order it straight from like a website or something. I took a look at them, and they're pretty expensive. I'm gonna enjoy my torta right now. I know this thing looks fire. Look at that. I did get a new parts for the RC. I needed like an air filter. I needed to buy a rechargeable battery for the actual car. And it's ready to go now. After I'm finished eating, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys start it up. It is gonna be my second startup. I'm not gonna lie, I started it up last week without a filter. Obviously I didn't run it. I just wanted to see if it was still running and if the motor was still good, which it was. So I will show you guys in a bit, and you guys can check it out. So this is pretty much the setup that you need. You need your controller, you need some nitro, you need an igniter, and depending on what motor you have on your car, this one has a pull start, so you pretty much just pull it until it cranks. There's others that have like an easy start where you plug in a starter and you just push a button and it easily turns on the car. And then of course you gotta have a nice clean air filter, you got your fuel tank, you got your gears. This thing's awesome, guys. My tires are done. These things are old. It's been so long since I haven't used this car, but we're gonna start it up today. And yes, you do have to take off the body before you start the car. So the RC turned on. I'm gonna run it a little bit, warm it up, and then I'll put on the body. Alright guys, it's confirmed. The RC is live. Time to put on the body and just use it.